Hi guys, right now I'm going to walk you through the three options that you can use for virtual streaming for students at home while also doing live instruction in your classroom, so you can choose what works best for you. So let's look at option number one. Okay, option number one is your Chromebook, and that's it. You're just going to basically be able to film yourself lecturing in the front of the room, and you are not using visual aids and different things like that. Maybe you're using the chalkboard. The Chromebook is sufficient to pick up your audio as long as you're nice and loud, and it's good enough to stream a video of you in the front of your class, but it may be fuzzy or not even possible to read what is on your whiteboard using dry erase markers or on a chalkboard with chalk. So here we go. This is what you need to do. The beginning of class, you'll open up your Chromebook and you'll go to your classroom. If you followed Kevin Billington's instructions, you've already set up your Meet link. So we're just going to click on that. And this is something you'll do in passing, so we have that extra passing time. All right, then it will say you want to join now. Yes, you are the administrator of the meeting. What this pop-up is telling you is that if you have a student at home that can only dial in with the phone, this is the dial-in number and PIN that they will need to join the meeting, so you can always copy that and email it out to those students in advance if you need to. All right, so I'm joined in the meeting. When I did this the first time, it asked me if I want to use my computer video and audio, or it says you can cancel out of that. Don't hit the cancel button, just hit join and allow it to give you notifications just in case anything pops up you need. Okay, so we have this open. We're going to go down to the bottom ellipse under more options, and we're going to record the meeting. And yes, we want to accept that. And you do have options to improve the video as well as like how high it streams. So let me just show you that option as well. So under the more options on the bottom ellipse again, we're going to go to settings. This is where you can control the audio. It should default to internal mic. And so we can go to video, and for your internal camera, for the sending resolution, it's going to default to standard definition, which is okay, but it might not be well enough to show some of the details that you're writing on the board. So you have the option to increase it to high definition, which does use up a little bit more bandwidth, but it creates a better picture for your students at home. Okay, so now that you have your camera on, you need to figure out what's actually going to show in the image. So I'm going to go back to my podium where I'm teaching. Remember that you do have the obstacle of your plexiglass if you are choosing to use that. So I set it on a table. I'm in Lisa Schofield's room. I know she typically uses a podium, and I moved it and she moved it back, so I'm assuming she's using it. And then you have your face mask, obviously. So I'm talking really loud, and I know this is going to be exhausting for me at the end of a full day, so I'm going to give you an add-on option later, which will be a microphone that you can use. Okay, so now that I can see the camera, this is where I might want to grab a piece of chalk and just sort of mark for myself on the board. And you only need to do this once a day in the morning, kind of what my parameters are. So I can see what the students at home can see. And in this case, it's all the way to the edge right here. Okay, so you can go ahead and mark that if you want to. So I know that I could move my camera up closer, but it would literally be right on top of me. But as I'm moving, I know that when I see this white line, if I step out of that frame, I'm no longer in the frame. So this is option one, teach away. I'm going to be a math teacher. Notice I'm keeping it simple so I don't mess up my math. So you can kind of see what a student might be able to see, and it's very, very limited. So almost, and I just turn the chalk sideways, which is not realistic for any of us. They won't really be able to see the screen. So that's option one.